Welcome, everyone, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. And the Chanticleers will kick it away to start us off. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Auburn's offense will start this game off. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
Yeah, he's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
All kinds of running room. The 40. The 20. Touchdown Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Chanticleers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights. It's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Toledo is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Ohio. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Gets open down the middle. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Breaks the tackle. Got his man quickly. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet feet on the move. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They're working that left side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Newman. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The shot that clears will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner literally is going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break in the game.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Using his feet to buy time. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
The inside handoff. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Looking for room at the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And the Chanticleer is getting set on 1st and 10. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. A great catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. If you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains.
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Quick completion on the out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a second down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The play action fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The shot that clears decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
That wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a spot in the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's got his man across the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the
to kick off.
Stanley.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Off play action on first down. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley. Probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the catch on the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Chanticleers have pushed it inside the 20.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his possession.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Fast motion from the offense. They'll go right back to him. Hard-hitting tackle.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd and California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Touchdown, shot to clear. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's past the 30. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Proctor.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Tigers get enough to move the chains.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to get behind the defense. Snags it down the right side. Touchdown, Auburn. They move on top here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Now it's up to the defense to put this game on ice with a few minutes left to play. He'll start this drive firing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
The shot that clears have it with a 1st and 10. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time. Right now it's coming up on third down. You've probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll try it on the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
Finds his back in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I love the type of throw there by the quarterback, throwing to his running back on that angle route. That cannot be a bullet throw. He just puts enough air on it, makes it an easy catch for his running back on the move. Running back makes the grab, and he's able to advance it.
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Trying play action. He just got rid of the football. I'm not sure what he was doing. They're going to get him for grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion setting up 4th down, do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Looking to buy time. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle. When those